visually stunning, and your characters, both of your characters, are really sweet. I mean, there's something very like classic, old age that is in the film, although it's very modern. How did you approach the role?
Read the book, read the script. That was it, really. I feel like I felt the character quite innately, and so there wasn't that much soul searching that went into it.
Yeah, I did all of those things as well. But I think in a weird way, my character, who's completely obsessed with the creator of this virtual universe, his name is James Halliday. My character and I are very parallel, because my character in the movie lives at home with his aunt, and for the past 3.5 years, I've lived on and off with my aunt as well. And also, I'm completely obsessed with virtual reality, so it was like a weird kind of coincidence. I felt like I was like, I didn't even have to. I just jumped in front of the camera and was myself.
There you go.
So how was the working with this virtual reality? Your character, when it becomes virtual, was it different for you? How to act?
Well, yeah. So we shot all of that in motion capture. Everything that happens inside of the Oasis, we shot in the motion capture volume. So that was something we had never experienced before. I'd never worked in motion capture, and I found it, there were challenges in itself, but I found it to be incredibly freeing as well, because it allows you to get back to a place that you have to be your most imaginative, and that was really, really fun, because it's almost very childlike, and it's like you're pretending, which I guess a lot of acting is pretending, but and Stephen also just he evokes that childish joy in people and in himself, so he has a very youthful spirit.
How was meeting Steven Spielberg?
Amazing. Yeah, he was. Not only everything that Tye just said. He's charming. He makes everything seem so effortless. He's passionate. He's generous with his time, and he's very collaborative, which is wonderful for us young'uns. Being relatively new in our careers, working with a legend like him.
What's your memorable moment with him?
I think every day was pretty. You never really forgot that you were being directed by Steven Spielberg. It all felt pretty special.
Yeah.
There are so many references of the 80s, the 90s, that I'm pretty sure that some of them got lost on you for age-related gap. How was for you to have all this kind of information? And
it was fun. It was fun to to visit that decade, which is such a fun period in time, and to have an excuse to kind of buff up on those references.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, even if you are from the 80s, if you go back and read Ernie Klein's book, I don't think you can possibly understand all of his obscure references. So I think there's a lot, even in this film, that even people from the 80s won't. It's hard to notice everything, and I don't know if anyone will actually ever notice everything except for the guys at ILM who put everything there. But yeah, I mean, it was super. It was, for me, the Iron Giant in the movie makes an appearance in our film, and that was a very prominent film from when I was a kid, and I have a very sentimental relationship to that Brad Bird film and that character, so it was cool to see him in our movie.